feet closer about an inch. There you go. Now try it. See what I'm saying? So yeah, the club is long, but you don't need to reach. The length of the shaft you do the reaching. Good. Now put it up. Right arm down a little bit. There you go. Good. Okay, so you hit the ground first. So again, when swinging the driver, it's way lighter than the rest of your clubs. You've always had a couple of these issues, but the thing is, when the clubs get longer, they're more significant. So as you're swinging, the first thing you do is exactly that. You don't lunge. You want to do this. That's called a one-piece take. You go left hand tight and strong and lift like that. And that's going to kill you because that means you're squeezing. At that point, now your grip is so tight, you can't feel the club head. All you feel is your hand squeezing the club. And that will not, if you can't feel the club head throughout your swing, you're gonna have a hard time swinging because that club is very light compared to an iron, right? So you have to soften your hands. And the first thing you kind of work on going and set up is your one-piece takeaway, meaning these don't move separate of each other. That's kind of more what you're looking for.
But I found that why does it like help me sometimes?
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's not helping you with the driver. It's helping you with your irons because it's doing what's called an early reset hinge, which will help you in the long run. But it's not really something that benefits a whole bunch from the driver because you don't need that early hinge with the driver. You need that early reset more with the irons in a sense, lower irons especially. But when you get to the driver, you're supposed to create a lot more of that lag from the top of the swing versus halfway up. Okay? So here, standing up, go ahead and set to that tee. All the way to the top. That's how hard you're squeezing. I'm forcing you, and you're still squeezing. So I'll try again one time. So one piece take thing. One piece all together. Get for that first. Get her set up. Make sure you can see her underneath. No ground, all tee. Straighter, but you hit down on it. So you're swinging it like an iron. You have to swing up, right? So you got to keep your head and spine or the buttons of your shirt behind the tee as the club is passed out through you. Try and practice swing. Work on sweeping that tee. Good. Smooth up and sweep it. Drop kick it. Try it again. Hips. You're dropping, you're pulling down, but you got to pull your arms out that way. No, you haven't hit the tee yet. Right? So the reason I'm telling you no is like if you haven't created the field, all you're doing in real time is disconnecting your field versus real. Meaning, if you didn't perform the action that created the confident field, and you go hit golf balls, and all of a sudden you hit one good one, you're gonna think you made the field, but really you just got lucky. And that's kind of what a lot of people do. So once you create the field, you can find that tee so you're so confident you know it's gonna be a good shot. You can trust your work. So bow forward more. Keep going. Better. Try it again. Better. That was close to the sound we want. Right. Shoulder down a little bit. There we go. Good. Better. Try it again. Yes. Now put the ball into it. Better contact, club face open off the toe. But you see what I'm saying? You heard that sound different of the way the club actually it sounds when you hit the ball. And not to the ground. You try your ball. Really sweeping tees. Nope, that was side of golf ball. So back to tee sweeps. You got to get that one sound first because drivers really, once you get better, a little thin, once you get the sweep dialed in, it makes a hell of a difference. That was better. Put the ball in. You hear the difference in that? If you can't do that 70% of the time, driver,
the Alfred and Cabot single. Second, I thought it had the standing group.
better contact. See, yes, direction's right. I get that. But I need you to get the contact down first. If I can't get you sweeping that tee and getting that contact like that, it doesn't do any good in direction. Right? So with that tee sweep, get that sound so you know it when you hit it. You know, okay, that's what I want to hear. A little bit more close, but a little more tee, right shoulder down. Keep it down the entire swing. That's the one. Yes, 100%. Now put a ball. You hear the difference? Like that's gonna make the true difference when you understand that sound. Golf gets a lot easier off the tee. Better. Okay, good. Balls in the air. That's the number one thing I need right now.
So you want me to do the tee before?
Yep. Try it again. And the only reason is it creates better habits for you. At the end of the day, I really could care less about what your routine is, but I need you to know that, okay, am I hitting this tee? Step one, if I can't hit this tee 50% of the time, I know my driver's going to be off. Yeah, now put a ball up there. That was the best one yet. Put a ball up there.
Should I put when I'm like
Never, in my personal opinion, as learning basic fundamentals, never manipulate the golf club. If you open your hands and the club sits like that, that's how the club was designed to be hit. Now, the downswing, you'll have to do things to square it up a little bit more, right? But I highly don't recommend when you're learning to manipulate the club face on the driver that much. There are points for it, but not at this point. Okay. So, you're starting to get a little better contact on it, right? So let's talk about what does it take to get the club face, to get any club face of any club to move one way or the other. So go ahead and grip it. What are you using to move the club face? Are you using your hands, shoulders, body? If I said point the club left, what would your wrist have to do? Yep. So you got to feel that happen on your downswing. Okay. A little thick on the sweep. Oh, damn. We like to call that pure golf magic, PGM, baby. Right down the middle. So what was different there in feel? You're not sure? Think about it for a second.
Well, I did try to keep this down.
Okay.
And I thought about moving it.
And releasing the club face. So that's what you thought about, right? You have to go back to what did I do in my feel or training before I hit this ball? And if I feel like I did everything right, did I get a different result? Did you get a different result? So when every time you hit a ball and you get a result, you need to equate it to what did I do beforehand? Like everything that happens in the moment is due to what you did beforehand or thinking about or training. Now, I'm not going to say it's 100% true all the time because sometimes you can do it, you just mishit it and it goes the wrong way. But functionally, that was different. You felt, best thing you said was keep the right shoulder down and then shut my club face. That's exactly what we're working on. So those two things for the drivers, which you need to feel. Yep, right shoulder down, good. And let the club face just do what it did last time. Little bouncy.
hit the ground, then the tee. So if we're missing the tee, what did we do to get closer to the tee? Right? So yep, set up. Now I'd bow a little more. There you go. Scoot back a half an inch. There you go. Better. Closer. There it is. That's the sound. Put a ball up there. Open face off the heel a little bit. You got dirt on your club. This will severely decrease the functionality of the club. We gotta clean that bad boy. Chocolate.
How do you even get dirt on that, buddy?
I think there's dirt on the ball.
Oh,
Range balls.
we had a thing, but it fell off.
That's okay. Hope that never happens to me. All right. Yeah, the range balls are kind of dirty. That's good. Better. Go ahead, set it for me a little bit. Show me a little taller in the knees and bow a little bit more. Now just relax the knees. There, that's better. A little too much relaxed. There you go. Much better. More hip turn at the top of the swing. So shoulder turn to the top and let the hips turn more now. There you go. One more time. Go all the way to the top. Good. Pelvis bone at 45 more. You're a little too there. More right to here, okay? Now fire from your left pocket, right? So when you start your downswing starts from the left hip pocket, okay? Better. Better, one more time. I want you to feel more here versus there. Okay, more to here for now because that's gonna keep your spine in a better spot. Relax this arm. Yeah, let it sit behind you more. There you go. Again, don't arm wrestle the club at the top, right? You're getting here and you're kind of like this and you're squeezing it. Let it just sit back on you. Right shoulder down. Head back a little bit. This way. Yes, good. Better. Perfect. Good. Right shoulder down. Head behind the ball a little more. Don't lean. Just tilt your head. There you go. Good. So your early wrist set is what's causing that, right? Because as you do that, you're flinging your club face open. You have to keep your club face dragging back towards the ball, meaning, again, it's a habit you have. What you need to practice at home is just doing this as one unit, right? You are that, okay? So when you're practicing, between every two balls or so, I'd be feeling this feeling, right? Because when you come up, you're flaring it open, whereas that club face is pointing off to the right when it should be more here, okay? So if you drag it back low and slow, where is it at now, right? But if I grip my lead hand, now it's open, and so you're coming open all the way through, and everything's gonna go that way, okay? Yes, 100%. Closer. Closer. Okay, so you got your one-piece takeaway, right? So that's one thing you got to work across the board. Secondly is kind of feel your shoulders dip back a little bit. Let your head go with it a little more. There you go. And keep your spine like that as much as you can throughout the entire swing. Don't let it do this and get up. You want to actually feel more back on the downswing. Better. Good. So you got that, the takeaway. Driver needs to be more behind it, not by leaning, but by dropping back like we just did, and then working on that T-sweep. And then from there, the last big piece is just kind of feeling the hand shut like we talked about with the wrist. It's a lot, but it's only really 3 or 4 things. Better. Good. Almost. Chopped out of the hair, club face is open. Really drag that club on the ground on the takeaway. Drag it. Yes. Better. Club face was a hair open, but it was better. Almost. You're hitting it better. You still not take a look. The biggest reason why your club face, go back to what you're doing. The biggest reason your club face is not shutting is because this wrist is completely flat. This is called a weak grip. Take that hand off. Put the club here. Put the palm more on top. Feel this cup. That cup will see where the club face is pointing, right? So your grip is too weak, which is flat. You need a stronger grip. Keep the thumb right there. Palm goes more on top. Now that thing will have no problem shutting. Right shoulder down. Good. Put a ball up there. Oh, physics. Relax the hands. Don't let them over squeeze. Don't let them tight. Yep. Better, right?
Yeah.
So, again, I don't want to mess with your grip the first thing over because I'd rather your hand-eye coordination feel it. But you started sweeping the tee better. You started doing everything you need to do. It was still going right. And the last thing I'm looking at is, okay, now your wrist is completely flat like this. So that means you're going to want to stay open. So if I get that palm more on top and putting that cup in my lead wrist here, that's going to allow it to want to almost snap or release through, right? So there is a difference, right, between just doing this so the wrist is still flat versus putting it in the fingertips, palm on top, and feeling that cup right there more. See this little cup? That's what you're kind of getting. If you want it to start shutting more, right? That will allow the club face to release quicker. Right shoulder, yeah, that looks good. Stay behind the tee, perfect. Better put a ball up there. So you got your things you need to work on, yeah?
Yes.
Cool. You got about a few more minutes. Let's see if it works. Chopping at it, right? So you're kind of picking it. This swing's got to be flatter with this guy, not so up and down. Bow forward more. Keep bowing, right shoulder down. There you go. Nope, gotta hit the tee. So I want you to feel your swing more like this. Not. Okay. Bow. Yep, there you go. Right shoulder down now. Better. Better. Way better path. Million time better path. I know, but it looks way better. Do the meaning of the two. A little higher now. Little higher. Not with your setup, with your top of your swing. Yes, all day I'll take that feel. Again, driver swing is different than the real swing. Feels physically kind of not, but setting up, yes, the feels. It's just so long and sideways comparing to a 7 or an 8 iron.
We're to play on Friday.
Where you guys playing?
Pennsylvania.
Okay, cool. Yeah, how'd you guys get on there? It's hard to get on. Gotcha. Better.
We got this house is like right above the course, you know,
Yep.
like condos.
Okay, that's cool. The ones in the back nine?
Yes, yes, exactly.
Those are sick houses and
Yeah,
condos.
it's wonderful.
No service though.
No service. I mean, I kind of like that.
Yeah, there's zero service, man.
Just get one of those Starlink little mobiles,
Makes it hard to play while you work.
right? Better. Okay, so what do you have to feel happening sooner? My hands.
Uh-oh.
All right, so the club face is pointing where? All right, we just got to let it release.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good job today. Here, we'll there we go. Made it up. All right, let me get Bobby going. All right, I'll just leave it as one video then for you guys.
Yeah.
Makes it easier. Sweet. Let's move it over because you're backwards. Ah!
I wasn't actually swinging all the way through. I'm just scratching a little bit because they were fat.
So drivers, again, that's the number one reason. Like I said, if you're warmed up and you've been to the gym and you stretch, cool, you can come out and hit drivers and everything. But when it comes to but becomes the driver, like if you're gonna hit your driver for 30 to 40 minutes, like
I never do that.
well, I mean, like I said, she just did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's a lot on your back, right? It's all on your joints. Honestly, when I practice driver, I hit about 10 to 15. Then I do some wedges, hit 10 to 15 more. Like I would say, probably the worst practice sessions I've ever had is hitting like 30 to 50 drives in a row.
Probably great if you're like 16.
Oh sure, yeah. I used to do it when I was younger. I used to hit a whole bucket, but now I'm like, dude, like if I hit more than 30 in a row, my knee hurts. All right, let me get this tee. Oh, trust me. That's why I like the indoor facility because I'll go hit my long game there, and then I'll hit a couple here throughout the week. But like there, I can just go play tee box, fairway, two putt, you know, or whatever.
So you're not just hitting over and over again.
Well, yeah, and honestly, like that's why I like playing on TrackMan or virtual golf, is because you get a better flow for golf. Like if you go out there and put on like, hey, I'm gonna go play 9 holes with mulligans. What you get used to is the setups, the rituals into every shot, and you get to work on it as you go. Then you go hit 10 or 15 balls afterwards and play 9 more holes. You know, like that's what I love about indoor golf. Versus out here, everyone's just like 400 drivers. Okay, I'm in pain. How come I have this pain? I'm all like, how much buckets did you hit yesterday?
I always like to hit half a bucket.
Oh, trust me, I get it. Perfect. Let's fix this a little bit. Which way does a piece of crap go? That's what happens when you have too fun at a tournament. You lose your good. Anaheim Hills. It was a charity cop event.
Marriage there.
You guys were thinking about getting married there?
No, we went to a wedding there.
Ah.
Sorry, it's not the worst.
Wedding? We went to the marriage there. All right, it's good enough for what we got. All right, so same thing I was telling Uni, Mr. Bobby, is you got to find that tee sweep. You got to nip the tip, the top of the tee with the bottom of the driver. That alone is going to be the number one reason. Like, if you do that alone, you might not hit it straight, but you'll play around a golf like, oh my God, that felt so good.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, that's the biggest thing we're looking for. Can I make it feel well in our hands?
Stands pretty good.
You tend to block your ball to the left, yeah?
Getting over that fence.
Oh yeah, okay. So go ahead and set up. Now, take the butt of the club and point it at your belt buckle. Too much, half that, right there. Better.
Is that too much of a tee or is that
That's a good sound. Like start with that and be like, okay, that's the sound. When you hit it right, it's got a little more high frequently sound to it. Relax that right arm or left arm, excuse me. Good. Once you do that twice in a row, then hit a ball, right? At the end of the day, it's like, can I hit a spot, see a spot, and hit a spot twice in a row, then just put my ball there and hope it goes right for that moment. So that was more of a miss, right? Tighter in the arms.
Oh, yeah.
So when you do that, you're pulling the ball right towards like hole 7's green over there. So you're pulling that club that way and you're missing it like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Versus throwing it through it more in this direction. Okay. So I'd say set up to the ball like you normally do. Bring your feet a half inch closer to the tee. Now try it. Better. Balance.
Yeah.
It's like swinging a fishing pole.
Too much baseball swing.
Well, again, it's not that far off, right? You just need to find the comfortability in it better. Put a ball up there now.
You don't swing hard, it's way easier to do it.
So that's a great thing to say, because honestly, when I can't find my driver, I start making full swings at 10% power, 10% tension, and 10% speed. So it's long, relaxed 1/1000, 2/1000 tempo swings. Okay, pulled left, hit it high off the toe.
Okay. Was it the face or the toe that made it go like that? You think?
It was probably you pulling the club right.
Okay.
Okay, so you're not throwing the club, you're not throwing your arms through the ball, right? You're pulling your right arm left. It's right arm right, excuse me. Yep, that's right. So drop your right shoulder down, tuck your right shoulder, keep tucking. There you go. Better path, you went around the ball on that one.
Yeah, I thought really hard about not bowling it.
You definitely didn't. You went around the ball on that one. Do the same thing, but hit the ball. Scoot a little closer. Be a little taller now. There you go. Almost. Hit the top of the ball, not the top of the tee. All right, so find that tee sweep. Missed it inside of the tee off. Yeah. Scale of 1 to 10, how hard you squeeze in that club and how tight does it get throughout the swing?
Too much.
Okay.
Loose.
Try it again. We'll keep this relaxed, and don't over squeeze that club. There you go. Much better. That's the sound we're starting to look for, right? Left shoulder down and relax the shoulders. Don't let the biceps and forearms tighten. Better. Put a ball up there. So simple.
I don't got a lot of those left in me.
Good. Left shoulder down. Left shoulder sucked in. Keep going.
Oh, down this? Oh, in.
No. Left shoulder in.
I want that at all.
It's overcooking it, but I need you to get to feel it because it creeps out. Better.
Grab a little?
Yeah, but better. We got it to the ball.
Yeah,
It's not so far left. So if you want to not slice the ball, whether you're right-handed or left-handed, right? If I'm right-handed, I got to tuck that right lead side in. If I'm left side, I got to take my left side in, right? Because you need to get what's called side bend in the spine, meaning I can't stand like this. I have to get my bend in my spine. So that trailing side, not too much, just half that. That's it. That's all you got to do right there. Okay. What's up?
It was bad. I was watching it.
So, okay, there's two reasons why that happens, face and strike, right? Number one, we're pointing there a little bit, but A, when you hit it off the toe, the first thing the club is do is wonk open more.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you hit it, and the toe opens more if you hit it off the toe,
Makes sense. Yeah.
right? So you're gonna have to let it release through it more, okay? Yeah, you got definitely a draw grip. The same thing as uni. Go and grip it.
Grip it?
Grip it. More here. This is the important part, not just getting it all over, right?
Okay.
It's putting your thumb there, more in the fingertips, but feeling the cup. This leverage, this cup, is going to be what shuts it. You can turn your hand over all day as long as you want. Even if that's flat like that, you're still weak grip, right?
Okay.
You need to be in the fingertips and feel leverage. So when you do that and you feel this cupping, now let it just sit in the hands. Relax the hands. Let it support it from here. 10%, but feel all the holding from there. See what I'm saying? Now the leverage. Keep that finger on. Where's the leverage coming from?
Up here.
Yep. Not in here though, right? You don't have to squeeze it very hard, do you? Right? And now when you put your hands on there, it's gonna be easier for it to want to release it. Right? right? But if you're here,
Yeah.
it's gonna want to block all day. Yep. Yep. At least you guys are training together on the same thing, so it makes fun you guys can work together. That's a cute couple right there. Left arm down. Yep, there you go. That was it.
Keep my eye on the ball, probably.
That, you know, keep your eye on the tee until you hear the sweep.
Yeah.
Once you get to your follow through where the club's pointing down the range, then look for the ball. Yes, I mean, dude, your path is solid.
Hit the ground, didn't it?
A little bit, but I'm watching the path and the face, and it's working pretty tight together. It's just a matter of you comfortable enough on that sweep. Left shoulder tucked down and in. There you go. Good path still. Face was still in line. Let's try a ball. Left shoulder down and in. Tuck that left shoulder there. Yes, there it is. Almost off the heel. I want you to feel like the minute you hit that ball, it's going to start straight at that black and white pole to your right. But I don't want you to change your body alignment on setup. I just want you to feel, so grip that club. Right. There you go. There you go. Now, just without doing it, don't move your body. No. Your body's aligned with the stick on the ground always.
Okay.
So drop your left shoulder in and turn your body to the left more. Left. That's right. That's even more right. There you go. Now, what I mean is that impact, I want you to feel like your club is pointing in that direction.
Okay. Yeah.
Right. So
Get
you
my
gotta
body
feel.
around on it.
So feel when it comes into the ball, feel your hands do this into the ball more.
Okay.
Okay. That's what I'm trying to get you to feel. Left shoulder down. There you go. Closer. Missed the strike. The thing about learning the driver is we have to set up with the path that goes out to the positive, right? So let's say that red line represents 0, okay? This has to be positive, but you have to release the hands so the ball comes back around.
So I'm kind of hitting it that way.
You are hitting it that way, but you're not releasing the hands, right? So your path is pretty good, but your strike and your face angle is kind of messing up the direction of the ball. Yep. So, one more time. Yes and no.
Right.
Good. So this side stays down the entire time as much as you can. Good. So it's gonna be more up here. Now this side stays down. Relax the arms. Start the hips. Start the hips. There you go. Now from here, what you want to feel is the hands down here and releasing, squaring to there more. Behind it.
Oh, I'm really throwing my body.
Yep.
And what I'm doing right now is going through.
Yes. So that's why your eyesight thing is one thing I wanted to mess with a few lessons ago, right?
Yes.
Is keep your spine behind the ball through the, yes.
We'll have to go around.
Yes. If you get ahead of it, it's going to want to go left all day on you.
If I keep it straight, the club has to come around at some point.
Right? It's going to. Very close. Toe strike, right?
Yeah, but it stayed within the fence.
Goals.
Yeah. And I kept my head back.
Right? So yes, you feel like, again, and now everything's swinging that way, but now all you have to do is let that trailing arm roll over your lead arm, right? So feel this through the ball more, right? Yep. And try to feel in the backswing almost. Yeah, feel it release now, right? Just until we start getting club face control, right? It's going to overcook it, but we want to see if we can find it. All right. Number one thing is go right. Hit number 7's lake, right? Aim straight and try to get the club face to point there when you hit the ball. Closer. Try it again. Right. No, left. So hard right now.
Going back and forth.
Well, 10 a.m. I'm good around noon. 10 a.m. still like, wait, who's left, who's right now? So try it again. Same thing. Yep. Now I want you to feel like the logo of your grip is pointing, when you hit the ball, is going towards 7's hole. Yep. I want you to feel like it's slapping at it. Really get those hands rolling through. Straight.
Yeah.
All right.
I didn't see it, but I believe you.
Straight down the middle, about 50 yards off the ground. Bad strike, but great direction.
Okay. Should I go ball or no ball, you think?
Let's try that again, see if you can recreate it. Because again, right now, your biggest issue is you don't care. Honestly, if you played golf on Friday and you can at least get 150 yards straight, you'd be happy.
Happy, I would be ecstatic.
Be ecstatic.
I'd be like, all right.
I'm done. I'm so good.
Those are my lessons.
Again, relax the arms and hands. Keep the shoulders and arms relaxed. Right arm higher, left arm lower. So bring your right arm higher. Just like this. Yes. So you're here. Bring this guy up. Yeah. There we go. Yep. And then just let the club face shut. Look at that. We're getting better now.
Yeah.
Look at this. See?
Am I supposed to squash the bug like baseball, or is that wrong?
So here's how I'm gonna tell you. I mean, squashing the bug, what I don't like is in my mind when I squash a bug, I feel like my whole foot's doing it.
Yeah.
I want to feel like, to me, that as I'm turning, I'm literally using my lead hip to bring everything with me, and it's a tippy toe feeling. I'm only on the top of my big toe.
Yeah, don't put your whole weight back there.
Yeah, I mean, you can and get away with it with a driver, but with like an iron, it won't benefit you so much.
Because I think a lot of the problem is I'm not using my whole body.
I use my lower body as a launch pad.
Okay.
So like as I'm turning, what it feels like to me is like a 180 slam dunk when you're a kid and you're jumping up in the air, right? And that's kind of what it feels like to me through it. Okay. I wouldn't do that now. I'm too old for 180 slam dunks.
Yeah.
I'd be in the 180 ER. Left shoulder down in and suck that. There you go. Yes, a little taller and relaxed now. Starting out straighter.
It is.
So your goal is to start it out right now. There's not much we're gonna be able to do about it wanting to go left, but the best thing we can do is start it out even more right. Start it out to the right and just hope it comes back, right?
I mean, it's much more playable right now than it was 10 minutes ago.
Well, we got 10 more minutes, it looks like. We got 15, so we can get even more playable, right? Really let those hands release to the target line. Feel like that ball is just gonna start out 20 yards right. Yes. Multiple reasons the ball will go left, or for him, it's a little bit of wind, primarily impact strike where he's hitting it right now, but a lot of it's also due to path. So everything's directive. If you can't hit the ball in the center of the club face with a driver, it's going to go offline. Simple enough. You can hit too high on the club face, it'll go offline. Hit too low. But the bigger reason is, I think, the strike at this point, because his path isn't all that bad. It's more really like he's on the wrong part of the club face. Yeah, because his path looks pretty good. He's missed that ball. Went right, though.
Because I hit it.
It's all right. That means it had right spin on it.
Oh my gosh.
Left shoulder down and in. Good. Scoop back a hair. Good. Get a little relaxed.
Am I still on the balls with my feet?
They want to be balanced. Heels the ball.
Okay.
Yep. Almost.
Movable.
Yeah, the balls of your feet are mainly for like low irons. You know, I'd say balance 50-50.
Okay.
I want you to start it at that black and white pole.
That one, right?
Yep, the
Oh,
right
that
one.
one.
Yeah, the blue one. Honestly, I want you to ball start the blue one, to be honest.
What about the red one?
The red one might be too much. Left shoulder down and in. Yep. Keep your shoulders to the left of the fairway. So point your body this way. Other way. So if you want the ball to go right, you got to align left.
All right.
Fun? Almost, see?
I was coming back. wasn't it?
See? So it's a game of opposite on body alignment, right?
Okay.
If I'm afraid of going left and I keep aligning right, most likely I'm going to pull the club in and it's going to squirt the ball to the left.
Okay.
So I want to feel like my lead side's blocking off,
Yeah.
you know, where I don't want to go, and that'll allow me to kind of get in my way, and it snaps the club over more. Fun game. Up is down, down is up. Left shoulder down. There you go. open toe strike.
Okay, I was wondering about that one. It felt bad. Had a bad feel.
Oh, golf.
You ever play soccer golf?
I've seen it.
It's alright, I did it once.
Seems like a lot of effort walking after that ball. There's no golf carts.
Good point. Is that too much, you think, or is that good?
Get your left shoulder in a little bit. There you go. Just smooth. Open club face. You're squeezing right at the ball.
Might kill somebody.
Again, feel that toe.
Go around.
Yeah, feel that. Literally, I want you to feel like that ball's going to start right at sevens green. Really shut that club face at impact. That was it.
So I'm using really my back hand to get it.
Fine, if that's what you want to use, feel like your left hand skipping a rock, right?
Yeah.
Or just flipping.
Yeah.
Whatever works for you on your feel, you know? Very close. That was the closest one yet.
Yeah. I think I gotta get a stronger left hand.
I wouldn't say stronger. I'd say right now your probably grip is the reason why it's doing it. I would say get it more active or more involved quicker in the swing, right?
Yeah. I didn't mean like the grip. I meant like actual strength.
Yeah.
Of my hand.
Yeah, I would probably yes and no.
Okay.
Just get it moving quicker on the downswing. Okay.
Should it be leading?
For your feel, probably.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Not in actuality.
Yeah, but you know, it depends on the player, right? There we go. Keep it coming right. I want it to literally start dead right for once.
Yeah.
Because once we get that happening, it's like, oh. So see how it's kind of going straight, but just blocking?
Yeah.
That means it's more of face to path. He's got to get the shut more now. Shut it, shut it, shut it, shut it. Yes, there you go. But I want you to feel more like this. Go ahead and set up. Relax, relax the hands. There you go. Relax. No, you're not. You're squeezing like, right? Just let it feel like you're doing that. Just don't hit it hard. Let the body do it. The club's gonna whip in there. Hard doesn't do any good if it's not straight. There you go.
It goes the same distance.
Yes, it does.
Might even go farther.
Your swing speed's not going faster. You're just squeezing and making things hurt more.
A lot of sports where everything hurts.
I know. Golf will do that too, right? Your grip pressure should be like 2 out of 10 right now. Better. Oh, a draw. See? Wow. 3 out of 3 went ooh.
I was doing my toes though.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's one thing you're falling over because you're not completing the rotation. Your hips are stopping, and that's why you're falling. Steve, Rack 1, got excited.
I hit it though.
Yeah, that was gonna be. Yeah, Dave, that's the mentality you want, right? Look at that! Holy shit, we did it! And the you ever seen the show Everyone Loves Raymond?
I mean, my great grandma used to.
Dude, I just remember the dad going, "Holy crap!" That's it. So that's the feel we need you to do. Because again, if you can start controlling it straight, you can see how the ball's not moving much, right? It's kind of going where you start. That means your face to path is tight, meaning where your club is pointing and where it is traveling is a tight. When you mishit it, it's a lot of times you're pulling that way and the toe hits it off the ball and just goes sliding off to the right or left, excuse me. Hello. How are you?
Well, am I done?
You enjoying the shade? No, I don't. No idea. I'm still watching you. You got 8 minutes, man.
I'm gonna be exhausted by the end of this, dude.
What's up?
I'm gonna be exhausted.
I know. Yes. Better. So that was a heel strike, right?
Yeah, but it still went pretty good.
Right? So your face to path is good, but if we don't hit dead center, that heel strike can do so much because, you know, I'll tell you, when I go to work on the track, man, my swing's pretty tight to 0 and I have to work on more path with the driver. But what that means is the closer you are to 0 with the path and the face, the more crucial the strike is. So you can have everything zeroed out to perfect 0, but if you miss it high on the club face, it's going to go it's going to go off on you. feel more confident with it, kind of like you know what you need to do.
Yes, that's kind of what I was looking for. Because now when I hit the 7 and the 9, I'm like, I just lift my hands up,
Yeah.
and it will come eventually.
Well, and the more you learn to start this ball straight or to the right, the quicker your irons are going to close too.
And I was used to feeling that like so hard
Yeah.
because I was like, well, it keeps going left.
Right. You just got to feel that cup and then let the arms and shoulders relax, tuck in that left shoulder, good, and just release it. Missed the ball, but it went right.
Yeah.
Better. So kind of felt a hair open and probably high on the club face in a sense.
Yeah, yeah.
And anything typically above the middle, so the two grooves above the center, if you hit up there, that ball is going to want to stay high and open more often than not.
Okay. Maybe tee it up high and makes it work.
Well, yeah, think about it, because that means you're not behind the ball swinging up on it. This is the one club I want you to feel like you're lifting on,
Yeah.
right? Because you're trying to literally get the ball in the air. Better. Yes. That's the miss I want for you all day.
Is that too heel again?
Little too here. Everything, again, that's why I got the hand shut, because your striking is not where it needs to be. Unless we could change it, but right now the hands need to be a little faster to counteract what you're doing, because your strike's not 100%. If your strikes are closer to 90 or 80, it'd be a little more efficient. Open toe.
Yeah, but it's
He's like, yeah, but it's not outside the driving
even when
range.
it's bad, it's so much better.
Good.
There's some long holes in San Clemente that are
Yeah, there are. I would not play the wides, play as forward as you want. I'm telling you.
yeah, there's some long holes.
If you play, I play the tips all the time. So like once you get past 6,900 yards, it's just, oh my god. Yeah. No, that's a great miss. Because ultimately, that's everything we're trying to do, just on a missed strike.
Yeah.
Very close. He's like, all right, I can find these things. They're not 3 fairways over. Trust me, I've had those years of my life. Oh, yeah. If you're not straight on the back, you're better off hitting a 7-iron off the tee and trying to find it. Almost. Squeezed at impact.
Yeah. Gotta swing hard. When I swing hard, I don't.
Well, the problem is you're swinging hard with the upper body. The upper body's got to get more relaxed on the downswing, and you gotta literally twist those hips through the ball, right? You don't accelerate. The acceleration happens on the downswing. Close. That's just a block.
I used to be a kicker in high school.
Okay.
I hurt my hamstring.
Oof.
Same spot.
Activate the glutes, bro. There we go. Better strike. It's all right. That's okay. The strike wasn't great, but we started off straight. Closer. You're just kind of falling back and keeping the face open.
Yeah. At least you didn't slice that way.
Right.
That way.
So again, same thing. And get ready to go and set up. Just feel that you kind of pick up, you're just looser through here, right? Boom, let it roll. Like that's what you're trying to feel is boom. See how it's just shutting like that? This is overcooking it by a mile,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
But
yeah,
that's what I'm trying to get you to feel through there more, you know?
Straight, right?
Yeah, right. It's gonna shut after you hit it a little bit, but like that. That's that's it. There we go.
On the heel again.
It's okay. It went straight though because you can counteract the heel strike with over exaggeration of face and pass.